Living beings are classified into both vertebrates and non-vertebrates. In vertebrates, we have amphibians, reptiles, birds, etc. Birds being an incredible part of our nature characterized by feathers, a beak with no teeth, having a metabolic rate, laying hard-shelled eggs. They have a 4-chambered heart. With varied weights of birds, they are blessed with a strong skeleton. Types of birds can be explored as a hobby, and many people take it seriously. Take a look at the range of beautiful birds list that we may or may not know of. What is a bird? Birds are part of our natural ecosystem and help in many processes, such as pollination, that help plants grow. Many types of birds can be classified based on size, weight, mannerisms, etc. Birds are warm-blooded with beautiful feathers, wings, and lay eggs. Many scientists believe theropod dinosaurs are the ones from where birds evolved and have 10,000 species of birds worldwide. Every year 20% of birds migrate over long distances. 1. Toucan. In this list of birds, the toucan is one of the beautiful beast bird which belongs to a family of Rhamphastidae. This family is closely related to American barbets. The name of this bird is from Portuguese. Toucan's mass ranges between 130 grams to 680 grams, and its length lie in between 11.5 inches to 29 inches. Their bodies are short, and size is comparable to crow. Its tail is rounded and varies in length to the whole body. Its wings are small, and the neck is thick and short. These birds travel only short distances as they are forest-dwelling birds. Its tongue varies from 14 to 15 centimeters, which is a narrow and gray color. It understands the taste and is sensitive to it. Toucans live in subtropical and tropical regions and are a native of Central America, southern Mexico, the northern portion of the Caribbean region, and South America. As they are arboreal, they lay white eggs from 2 to 21. These are generally found in pairs. Toucans are omnivores, and their prey includes fruits, insects, and small lizards. 2. Kingfisher. Kingfisher belongs to a family of Alcedinidae and has 3 other families like Alcedinidae, Halcyonidae, and Cerullidae. This beautiful bird belongs to the families that contain rivers, trees, and water kingfishers. There are about 90 species in kingfishers. Kingfisher has a large head, sharp, long, and pointed bills with short legs and stubby tails. Most of the species have plumage with differences in their sexes. These are mostly found in forests in tropical regions. They generally feed on fish and a wide range of prey. They love to live near rivers to eat fish. Their nest will be in cavities, tunnels dug into artificial banks in the ground. A quarter of kingfishers lives in unused termite nests. The smallest species of kingfisher is African dwarf kingfisher, a mass average of 10.4 grams and length is 10 centimeters. The largest kingfisher is a giant kingfisher, its mass average being 355 grams and 45 centimeters in length. The plumage of most kingfishers is bright, in blue and green. Kingfishers have a long, dagger-like bill that is used for hunting fish and prey off the ground. They generally have short legs with 4 toes, out of which 3 points in the forward direction. These are carnivores, and their prey includes fish, reptiles, and frogs, etc. Their eggs are invariably white and glossy. Clutch size varies between species. Each clutch has 2 eggs. Sometimes they lay 10 and average of 3 to 6 eggs. Incubation is worked both male and female. Offspring stay with their parents until 3 to 4 months. Their prey is mostly insects, dragonflies, and bees, etc. 3. Swift. Swift belongs to a family of Apodidae of highly aerial birds. Tree swifts are closely related to true swifts. This family is derived from Greek, which means footless. These are flying birds and are the fastest flyers and flies about 169 kilometers per hour. Common swift can cover at least 200,000 kilometers in a single year. Swift has large wingtip bones. They have the flexibility of changing their angle between wingtip bones and forelimbs to alter the shape and area by maximizing their efficiency and maneuverability. The birds even rotate their wings from the base. They live on all continents, majorly on oceanic islands. They weigh from 5.4 grams to 184 grams and measure from 9 centimeters to 25 centimeters in length. The nests of these birds are glued to a vertical surface with saliva. Eggs hatch after 19 to 23 days and leave within 6 to 8 weeks. Both parents incubate these birds. 4. Parrots. In the types of pet birds, a parrot is one. The scientific name of the parrot is Psittaciformes. They belong to a family of Psittacopasseri. These are mostly found in subtropical and tropical regions. There are about 372 species in existence in 86 general. Their size ranges from 3.5 to 40 inches and a mass of about 2.25 to 56 ounces. These birds live in groups called flocks, and each congregation contains about 20 to 30 birds. They are omnivores, meaning they eat nuts, fruit, and insects, etc. The clutches of parrot contain only 2 eggs, and the incubation period is about 18 to 30 days. A newborn parrot is blind for the first 2 weeks. A chick becomes fully mature only by 1 to 4 years, depending on species. The lifespan of a parrot varies from 50 to 95 years. 5. Hummingbird. Hummingbird is a small bird and a family member of Trochilidae. And its scientific name is also Trochilidae. These are the smallest birds, which range from 7.5 to 13 centimeters. These are well known as hummingbirds because when their wings flap, a humming sound is created. They can fly in all directions. Their primary food is tree sap, pollen, insects, and flower nectar. The clutch size contains about 1 to 3 eggs. Young starts to fly in 18 to 30 days. These types of birds are known to add beauty to our environment. 6. Columbidae. Doves and pigeons are family members of Columbidae. There are about 310 species of doves available. These are considered as symbols of love. They weigh about 900 grams to 2.1 kilograms. The length of their body ranges for adult male 55 centimeters, 70 centimeters for western crowned pigeon, and 13 to 15 centimeters for the dwarf. The clutch size is about only 1. Its prey includes seed or fruit. They live mostly in tropical nature and woodlands and are adjustable to any environment. Both parents do incubation. Male birds make woohoo sounds to indicate they are single. 7. Hornbill. It is a family member of Bucerotidae. These are mostly found in subtropical Asia, Africa, and Melanesia. Mass of hornbill is up to 6.2 kilograms, and the length of the body is between 1 foot to 3 feet 11 inches. There are about 55 species. They are omnivores, eat fruits and insects. This kind of bird has clutches that contain about 6 to 8 white eggs. During the whole period of nesting, the male brings 24,000 fruits for females. A specific feature of this bird is they have eyelashes. 8. Rallidae. Rallidae belongs to a cosmopolitan family of small to medium-sized birds. This family includes crakes, gallinules, and coots. These are mostly found in terrestrial habitat. These are especially fond of dense vegetation. Their length of the body is from 12 centimeters to 63 centimeters, and mass is about 20 grams to 3,000 grams. These have long necks, and they later get compressed. These are flightless during the molt period. They lay about 5 to 10 eggs. Clutches have about 15 eggs. They depend on their parents for around 1 month. 9. Spoonbill. Spoonbill is a white bird and a family member of Threschornithidae. It is a long-legged wading bird. So far, 6 species are recognized. Its scientific name is Platoni. These build nest in trees and reed beds. Its clutches have about 3 smooth white eggs and incubated by both parents. They feed on fishes and insects which come between mandibles. They nest in colonies and flocks. 10. Bee-eater. The scientific name of the bee-eater is Meropidae, and it is a family member of Meropidae. 26 different species of bee-eater are at present. These are mostly found in Asia, Africa, and even some parts of Australia, New Guinea, and Europe. They prey on flying insects, bees, etc. One unique character of bee-eater is that before consuming its prey, it removes the stinger of the insect. Its clutch contains 2 to 9 white eggs. Their nest is, they burrow dugs into the ground. Parents take the incubation of young birds. 11. Grebe. The scientific name of grebe is Podicipedidae. It belongs to a family of Podicipediformes. These birds generally dive in freshwater, and some visit sea during migration in winter. There are about 22 species and 6 in general. Its mass varies from about 1.7 kilograms to 120 grams, and body length varies from 23.5 centimeters to 71 centimeters. Their primary source of food is fish, and they catch them by diving in open water. 12. Guinea fowl. The scientific name of guinea fowl is Numididae and classified into the higher classification of galliforms. This bird native is in Africa. Guinea fowl has a dark gray and blackish plumage with dense spots. It measures from 40 to 71 centimeters in length, and mass consists of 700 to 1,600 grams. These are found in sub-Saharan Africa. Generally, they feed on insects. But guinea fowl becomes prey for humans in some places in Africa and Italy. Their eggs are more precious than chicken eggs. 13. Goose bird. The scientific name of goose is Passerine and a family of Anatidae. The mass of a goose is 3.2 to 6.5 kilogram. Their wingspan is 1.3 to 1.8 meters for Canada goose and 1.6 to 1.8 for swan goose. Clutch size is of about 5 for Canada goose and 5 to 6 for swan goose. The lifespan is of 10 to 24 years. The goose is quite common and features in the types of birds, although it cannot fly high. 14. Woodpecker. The scientific name is Piscidae and belongs to a family of Piscidae. They mostly live in New Zealand, Australia, Madagascar, New Guinea, and extreme polar regions. There are about 200 species. Woodpeckers are usually black, red, yellow, and white. They can peck 20 times per second. They feed on insects and dead trees. The nest contains 2 to 5 eggs, and the incubation period is about 11 to 14 days. 15. Penguins. The scientific name of the penguin is Sphenicidae. It belongs to a family of sphenisciforms. In the water, it can dive at a speed of 6 to 9 kilometers per hour. Its body mass is about 38 kilograms, and the height varies accordingly from species: 33 centimeters for a little penguin, 49 centimeters for Galapagos penguin, and 1.1 to 1.3 meters for the emperor penguin. The maximum lifespan of a penguin is 20 years. This is yet another kind category of types of birds that we don't see often. 16. Swallows. The scientific name of a swallow is Hirundinidae. The species found in this family are 83. They breed across the world except in Antarctica. They migrate to different places in the world. These are insectivorous. Swallow speed is about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. Mass of the body for an adult is about 10 to 60 grams. Its body length is 10 to 24 centimeters. The clutch size is 4 to 5. The incubation period is shared between species. 17. Passerine. The scientific name is Passeriformes. A distinctive feature of this bird is an arrangement of toes, 3 pointing forward and another one back. It has more than 110 families. Its weight exceeds 1.5 kilograms and 70 centimeters in length. Chicks of passerines are blind, helpless, and featherless. Clutches contain a single egg. 18. Herons. The scientific name is Ardeidae. This beautiful bird belongs to the classification of pelicaniforms. So far, recognized species are 64 in the world. The height of the heron is 1.2 to 1.5 centimeters. Its wingspan length is 40 to 58 centimeters. Mass of heron is 4 to 5 kilograms and differs according to species. These are carnivores. They form an umbrella-like canopy to hunt. Their prey includes fishes and crabs, etc. They even take peas, grains, corn, etc. rarely. They lay 3 to 7 eggs. Both parents take incubation. 19. Gull. The scientific name is Laridae. It is classified into a higher classification of Lari. These are often referred to as seagulls. Majorly found in North Atlantic regions. Mass of body of little is 68 to 160 grams, and adult gull is 1.8 kilogram. The length of the body is 25 to 30 centimeters for small gull adults and 64 to 79 centimeters for great black gull adults. The wingspan of each gull is 61 to 78 centimeters for little gull and 1.5 to 1.7 centimeters for an adult. The clutch size of gull is 1 for a swallow-tailed gull, 2 to 6 for little gull, and 1 to 3 for great black gull adult. They feed on marine and freshwater lakes, fishes and invertebrates. They also drink the sea and saltwater. 20. Albatross. The scientific name of albatross is Diomedeidae. It was classified under a higher classification of procellary forms. They range in the Southern Ocean and North Pacific. Wingspan reaches up to 12 feet. They feed on crustaceans, fish and cephalopods, and garbage. Sometimes they take even zooplankton. They lay a single egg with white reddish spots on it. Each egg weighs 200 to 510 grams. They breed every 18 months. This kind of bird creates nests with the help of grass, shrubs, peat, soil, and penguin feathers. Both birds take incubation. Chick will be brooded and guarded for 3 weeks. It can survive for up to 50 years. 21. Cuckoos. In the wild birds' names, the cuckoo is one, and its scientific name is Cucullidae. It is classified under a higher classification of cuculliforms. There are about 54 species of cuckoo. Cuckoos are mostly found in Asia, Australia, Africa, and Europe. They inhabit areas such as meadows, fields, and marshes. Sometimes it even appears in alpine regions. The length of cuckoo reaches 12.6 to 14.1 and weighs up to 2.1 ounces. Males and females can be identified based on their color. Cuckoo feeds on caterpillars and insects. It usually lays 12 to 22 eggs per season. The lifespan of the cuckoo is 6 years. Generally, cuckoo stays in Africa for 9 months, but it never sings. It's the male cuckoo that sings for us. 22. Peafowl. Peafowl is otherwise known as the peacock, which is treated as a pet and wild bird. There are 2 Asiatic species, blue for Indian peafowl originally from India and Sri Lanka, other from Burma, which is green in color. The specific feature of their feather is that it is marked with eye spots. Peacocks are undoubtedly beautiful birds that amaze us. The crest is seen atop the head of both sexes. The plumage of peafowl is a mixture of brown, green, and dull gray. Through vocalization, it attracts peahens. Peafowl is omnivores. They eat flower petals, parts of plants, seed heads, and insects. Even reptiles, arthropods, and amphibians are taken. These are also domesticated. The family of peafowl is called bevy. They can fly very high despite their massive trains. Even white peafowls can be spotted. 23. Eagle. In the list of common birds, eagle is one which belongs to a family of Accipitridae. Almost 60 species of eagles are from Africa and Eurasia. Even 14 species are found from Central, South America, North America, and Australia. Eagles are known as significant powerfully birds of prey with massive head and beak. Most eagles are larger than vultures. Eyes of eagles are powerful. It has 3.6 times human acuity for marital eagle. Eagles' nest are called eyries and are built on high cliffs and tall trees. They lay 2 eggs and are called as apex predators in the world, whose body mass varies according to their species. Eagles are often divided into 4 categories: harpy eagles, booted eagles, snake eagles, and fish eagles. Harpy eagles hunt in tropical regions. 24. Moa. Moa is an extinct New Zealand bird. The scientific name of moa is Dinornithidae. It is classified under the classification of ratite. It has 2 large species named Dionus robust and Dinornis novizelandi. Its height reaches about 3.6 meters with its neck stretched out. The weight of each moa can be of 230 kilogram. These are herbivores. The unique nature of moa is they used to swallow gizzard stones. These stones are smooth. Moa egg size ranges from 120 to 240 millimeters and 4.7 to 9.4 centimeters. The male moa does incubation. 25. Elephant bird. The scientific name is Epeornithidae. These are species from the 17th to the 18th century. They once lived on the island of Madagascar. 7 species were found in elephant birds. Elephant height is 3 meters and weighs about 350 to 500 kilogram. It mostly lives in Australia and New Guinea. It is a herbivore, and the size of its eggs is more significant than that of an ostrich. The egg's circumference is about 3 feet and 13 inches long, with a capacity of 2 imperial gallons. They are huge and are a unique variety of birds.